Hello everybody and welcome back to another Kerbal space program video. Anyways, as you can see here, we have the Big Boi in a nice orbit around the sun, nice interplanetary orbit. And yeah, I'm gonna go and kind of explain what happened with the Big Boi. Yeah, there was a lot of orbital maneuvers that happened like in between our trips to Elu last time, because as you guys know, if you guys watched last time, we just did like 3 trips to Elu, which those all take 6 years. So Big Boi in between that time was doing quite a few maneuvers, and at the last second I decided to cut all that footage out because yeah, I just thought it would be a lot better if I just summarized it here instead of kind of having it be all over the place in that video, because yeah, it would have really been all over the place. Because yeah, we did a maneuver here for an encounter in 3 years, and then then we got a Elu encounter, so yeah, I just thought the video would flow better, basically. So anyways, what ended up happening with Big Boi is we ended up getting Big Boi into a pretty nice orbit here. Let me go ahead and re-enable the UI. So as you can see, here's Duna, here's Eve, here's Kerbin, and we got Duna in a nice kind of, I don't know, slightly shifted Kerbin to Duna transfer orbit, so that's pretty good. Pretty good orbit to have, very low energy encounter back to Kerbin. I believe all it would take for us to get back to Kerbin is, yeah, just a burn of about 100 meters per second, and then another burn to capture at Kerbin. Which, to do that from Duna, wouldn't really take that much at all. Yeah, we can get, basically from here, we can get back to Kerbin with about 500 meters per second of delta V. So really not that much at all. But yeah, as you can see, we have 0 meters per second of delta V. So how did I get into this orbit? Well, you know, obviously firstly our orbit was like right about up here. We got an orbit down, we got an encounter with Eve. We got an encounter with Eve that brought our orbit up to Drez's height, and I messed around with this second encounter with Eve for a while, being like, okay, can we get back to Kerbin with this? Can we get to, like, what can we do with the second encounter? Because at that point we only had about like 150, maybe like 300 meters per second left, so not a lot. Like, that's not a lot to really do any capture burns. Especially since our orbit at that time was pretty much like down at Moho. After that first Eve encounter, it was down here at Moho. So really, there wasn't a lot we could have done. I tried sacrificing Big Boi to Kerbin's atmosphere. That went about as well as you thought. The escape pods couldn't even handle the heating, so that was completely out of the question. They got completely roasted immediately. Yeah, so yeah, couldn't re-enter Kerbin, couldn't capture at Kerbin, just going way too fast. But we could get to Duna. And I put a poll out, and the majority of the poll said to capture Big Boi at Duna. So I'm like, okay, let's enter the atmosphere about like 30,000 is as low as we'll go. We'll hit the atmosphere, we'll aerobrake. Yeah, not enough slowdown to aerobrake and like fully capture, but it was enough slowdown to get our orbit up to here. As you can see, if our orbit was down here, and we aerobrake at Duna, part way to Duna would mean our periapsis is around here. So it kind of worked out in a way, and we'll be able to get back to Kerbin after a refuel.
The roads we traveled, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade, but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday, and we will find our own way. Take control of our fate, and like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes, and we'll be back one day. wanna go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflow that. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive. That's the only way to live it right. And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah. And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate our glory days.
Okay, well there we go. So the carrot 2.0, more like 5.0, or I don't know at this point. I'm just gonna go. So we had the original, then the one to Jewel, that was the 2.0, then the one to Elu. Yeah, this is the... Is there another? No, this has got to be the 4.0. I don't know. Oh, the carrot relay that we just sent, heading towards this maneuver, where it'll then encounter Big Boi after doing that maneuver. So that's quite good. It's going to take it a while because it is solar orbit. That is the one thing about solar orbits, is they just take forever. Year-long orbits. So yeah, about 2 years to do this rendezvous. Just how space works, I guess. But anyway, as far as the Eve crew goes, we still have the Phoenix that is in a low Eve orbit. That probably could also use a tanker to get the Exodus down there. Yeah, basically, we need to refuel the Exodus station as well. That is something that I kind of forgot about. So either we can try and use the carrot relay that's already out there, because Big Boi only needs like 1,000 or less meters per second. It really does not need a lot of fuel at all. So if we just load it up, the carrot relay should have enough delta V to then do a lowering burn, or at least get a gravity assist to Eve. But we'll see. We'll see. That might be a little much. But either way, one thing I do want to do is I want to send another lander down, maybe like another Phoenix, so that way the Kerbals that are on our Eve base have a way to kind of, leave the base, because, I mean, it makes sense for them to have a way to leave, although, yeah, it would make sense for them to have some way to leave, instead of just, like, abandoning them there and be like, see ya! Because, our Mun base has a way for them to leave. There's landers that can be sent down from the Mun base. Our Gilly base sorta has a way to leave. I mean, you'd literally just EVA into orbit. It's really easy to leave Gilly. And then... But yeah, no, our Eve base has no way currently for the Kerbals being able to leave. So I've been working on a new version of Phoenix. Unfortunately, there are a couple changes I do need to make to this. This is an outdated craft file. I need to replace this with a mammoth. But yeah, now it's just the hard part of getting this thing in our 2 Eve. And then I believe also there was, yeah, I should increase the parachutes here. Like, it might even be overkill for Eve, to be honest. Like I tested it and I dropped the first 2 tanks, and I think for some reason when I dropped the tanks, all the other tanks exploded, and it still got really close to orbit. So, I'm pretty confident in this thing. I don't even think it needs landing gear. It's got a pretty wide base. I think it'll just stand by itself quite well on these big engine bells. But yeah, the only problem it has is no heat shield. So I'm just trying to see, is 110 meter one enough? Is that enough? I mean, that does cover the whole thing. I'm definitely gonna do a test before we actually send it to Eve with just the 1 heat shield. I'll use some cheats and get it into low Eve orbit, and then test the heat shield. There you go. So yeah, load this. This is a big old rocket that I made to get this thing. Is it because it's too... Okay, that kind of messed it up. Is it because it's too high in the VAB? That's not what I have before. No. Oh, why did it do the thing again? It did the thing again. It's off to the side. What? Where's the root part of this? Okay, it's up here. Oh, that booster's not attached. Oh, shoot. Okay, why is that the root part? That shouldn't be the root part. Yeah, I don't know if this decoupler is attached to it or what. I mean, let's just see. If we launch the rocket and that booster falls off, then we'll know. Yeah, I'm gonna rotate so that we're facing. Okay, no, I don't want to face that way. Good. Yeah, that way. That way's good. Off we go! To the races! Yes, rocket go burr in one direction. Okay, we are go for staging. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful staging sequence. Okay. Deploy. Okay, this thing is in orbit. Okay, yeah, we have enough. It says stage 11 is the stage we have now, and then stage 10 is the one that we use to finish our burn. Okay, so we're fine then. 116, 101, yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Check out this upper stage I made. Isn't it pretty neat? Tons of thrust. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I had enough thrust at ratio to circularize this behemoth. So we got 3 rhinos. Might be a little overkill, but it works. Let's go ahead and spin around retrograde. And deorbit this booster. And successfully returning the booster back to the ground. Yeah, has no way of generating power on this thing, so really we only have enough electric charge for that one burn, and then nothing else. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. And we have a UFO sighting. UFO sighting. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, UFO sighting. This thing is flying like a UFO. Oh, UFO crash landing site. And kaboomski. Nice. Okay. Okay, so here we have my transfer stage that I went ahead and built up. It has a ton of Delta V, but that's because you gotta remember we will be pushing the big, heavy Phoenix Mark II lander, which weighs a ton. So, yeah, that's why we have all the boosters and stuff. This is all, like, multi-stage and whatnot, so, yeah, it should hopefully work quite well. Let's just go ahead and launch this thing into orbit.
And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate our glory days. We'll be back one day. Although it's over now, don't let it get you down. We'll be back around. For now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and brand new motto. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And find our own way, take control of our fate, and like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes, and we'll be back one day. We'll be back one day. We'll be back one day.
Okay, here we go. Got a 0.2 kilometer separation. That's... I mean, I say that's pretty good. Yeah, this spacecraft turns like a bus, even without this big old thing attached. And once we attach it, this thing's gonna turn like, well, less than a bus. Target. Then control it from here. Let's give it a second. It'll take a while. Oh, and we don't actually have any control here. I thought I had a probe core in here. Did I forget to add that? Oh, this must be the version without the probe core in it. I did put a probe core in it. Well, this is awkward. Actually, you know what? It's fine. We'll wait till the next window, because I don't have any Kerbals back at the Space Center yet. And I don't really want to hire anymore. I think we already have enough Kerbals hired. So once the crew of Big Boi gets back, we'll send one of them up to fix this lander. But that'll probably be next episode. Yeah, no, I can't get close. Just with how slow this thing spins, I just can't get close. Okay, well, it's fine. I think it's okay to wait for the next Eve window for this, because to be honest, they're not even at the base yet, the Kerbals, and I still have yet to launch the thing that will actually get them to the base. Eve plane, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and launch this. Bam. So, yep, this is a plane for Eve, because planes can go further than helicopters. And also this plane has made, it actually has 2 seats. There's a command pod in here and a bunch of RTGs so that it can remain charged, I guess. That's why it has all the RTGs, so it can remain charged. Rocket! Oh dear! That's to be expected. But not that much. Okay, I think I need to reduce the that's to be expected, but also very hilarious. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, gosh. Oh. Yeah, we're going down. Luckily, we have a plane. Planes are great because they fly. Well, as you can see, the plane works very well. Except we're missing our front landing gear. So that's not ideal. But, you know, it works very well. Okay, there we go. So get that nice and down. There we go, perfect. So yeah, we're gonna get, oh yeah, in an orbit pretty much exactly like the Phoenix ship. Close enough, actually. You know, for not having a connection, that's pretty good. Just being able to do a radial outburn. So we reach our sphere of influence. I'll take that. Create an alarm, SOI change, 63 days. Oh. Oh yeah, we're getting to Eve really close here. I don't know why I saw that as 250 days. I guess it's our second. That's our. Oh yeah, that's our. I guess our second encounter. I don't really care about that. But yeah, wow. You know, trips to Eve are quick. Perfect. Nice and circular. Okay, so now we just need to find our Kerbals on the surface. Okay, 62 meters per second retrograde. About there. Yeah, I guess that works. Or what if I inflate the heat shield? Is that gonna adjust our... Because that's gonna create a lot more drag. Does that adjust? Yes, that does adjust our descent. Look at that. So we actually want to do our burn over here if we have our heat shield inflated. Yeah, we're on the side of Eve without connection. Oh gosh. Okay, so that changed our trajectory. Inflating this other heat shield. We're gonna land. We're gonna end up landing closer to the base. Better. Hopefully we make up that distance in gliding, because that is definitely way better. That one reaction wheel should do a good job at holding us steady. And we have tons of RTGs, like I said, so charges are not an issue. Yeah, okay, don't use physical warp. Keep it steady. And we'll go ahead and glide over to the helicopter. And then fly on over to the base. So yeah, like literally halfway in between the helicopter and the base. I want to be free. I want to fly and be free. I want to be a free plane. I want to be a free plane flying free. Nope. Nope, that didn't happen. That heat shield was a little too attached. Oh, and then that decoupled violently. But yeah, we lost a landing gear. Hey, there it goes. Goodbye, heat shield. See you later. There you go. And now we should be able to pick up quite the pace here. Way better than the helicopter could. Why does it keep on? But as you can see, we're not losing electric charge. Electric charge is full. Yeah. So yeah, this thing just flies. Infinite range. So I could pretty much just leave it here if the pitch would stay consistent. Yeah, if it could just keep pitch up attitude, which I thought is what Alt did. Okay, yep, that is what Alt does. Okay, this is that when SAS is on. Okay. I got it. Okay, so trim doesn't work when SAS is off. Oh, but now it flies really good. Oh yeah, that trim, the set. The trim is set. You know, this is like pretty much just like you could just walk away from this. There we go, I can finally see our marker. I can see how far away our target is. Okay, we're only 12 kilometers away from our Kerbals now. But you know, this plane is awesome because yeah, we don't need to land, which is something that the helicopter has to do. Yeah, and we can just kind of AFK. Like, I mean, granted, I do have to look back at the screen every now and again because sometimes the plane will have initiated a bank or I don't know, it'll have done something weird. But no, most of the time it works well. So let's go ahead and initiate a landing here. Gentle glide. Although I do feel a lack of power. Okay. Okay, activate the flaps. Yes, I did put flaps on this thing. Come on. Come on. Bring her down, bring her down, bring her down. Oh! Yikes. Okay. Okay, what broke that time? Oh, the propeller braid crashed first. No! Okay, what was that about? Like, there's more gravity here. It's only 1.6 G. Okay, these should be able to handle that, I think. Oh, I also might have them the wrong way around. Yeah, I just kind of noticed that those might be the wrong way around. So if that one's like that, then these probably should be the other way around. Oh, whoopsies. But that shouldn't cause too much of an effect, though, I don't think. Let's blaze it in there. Do a little trick. And then just come on in for a nice, gentle touchdown. Okay, I can't believe the one where I did the trick where that's where it works. There we go. Okay. Luckily, this thing only needs to do one more landing, and that landing is a water landing, so that should be pretty easy. I think we can probably just roll down this hill to take off, to be honest. I still got to get over that. Just do a little trick, and then we perfectly land it. Okay. Well, let's get you on the plane. Oh, yep, assert dominance. Perfect. So you're in the front, you're in the back. Alrighty. And off we go, back into the air. So now we'll go ahead and adjust our heading for the base. And I'll see you guys in about an hour or so. Not sure how long it's going to take to get there, but I'm assuming it's going to probably take a decent amount of time. Okay, here we are arriving at the Seabase now. Yeah, it really doesn't take that long, like in the grand scheme of things. Like, I believe that flight, like, only took like 20 minutes. I guess it's just, it feels like a lot longer in a game that's mainly where you have use of time warp. Like, a mission like this in, like, Train Sim World or something would be, like, a super quick mission. But yeah, just in a game where you have use of time warp, it feels super draggy. But no, I'm definitely glad we have the plane that can just kind of cruise. This is definitely worth sending here. I'm quite a fan of it. Yeah, because that way we don't have to worry about the helicopter, because the helicopter, while nice, it's just, it had to keep on stopping. And, like, if it had, like, infinite range, like, if it didn't have to stop, if it had enough RTGs to keep going, then maybe it would have been nice. Maybe we could have flown that all the way here. But I don't know. It just seems like this plane was definitely a way better decision. And I mean, it makes sense. Planes are made for long-distance travel. Helicopters aren't really made for long-distance travel. Helicopters are more for, like, you know, short distance, from city to city. Planes are for longer distance, like what we just did right here, and coming down onto the ocean base. There we go. But yeah, we should be able to land quite hard, because water is a lot more forgiving than the ground is. So, sploosh. There we go. Way more forgiving. Okay. Oh, and I didn't even jettison these. Okay. Well, we're here. Why don't you go ahead and get in one of the deep sea divers, and we go explore. Oh. Oh dear. Decouple. Let's drop that down. There we go. Safely into the water. So how much delta V we have? We have about 1,000. That's quite a bit. That should be enough to go explore under Eve's Oceans. Activate. Dive, dive, dive. Oh, shoot. Okay. Thought these things would dive better. No, it doesn't seem like they want to dive. Okay, there we go. We're diving. Nope. Okay. These are more like very powerful jet skis than things that actually want to dive under the water. Good to know, I guess. Yeah, maybe if I had more reaction control. Although from the looks of it, I don't really see anything under Eve in Parallax. So yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, Eve's got the really like insane plants and bubbles and stuff on the surface, so yeah, maybe there's just nothing underwater. But who knows? Who knows? This is a cool view. So it's up here. Well, anyways, that's the Eve mission done for today. Yeah, still got to get that lander here. I'll probably get that here at the start of next time. Because, yeah, I need to get a Kerbal on EVA to go fix that. So, yeah, I guess for the rest of this video, we'll go ahead and do the Big Boi rendezvous. Alrighty. Okay, here we are coming up to the closest approach of the Big Boi and our vessel right here. So our relative speed is about 326. So about T-minus a minute 30. So we want to burn. So yeah, we are way too far away. Because yeah, it's just how kind of solar rendezvous is. Oh shoot, we need to be burning retrograde to our target, not retrograde to our orbit. Luckily, retrograde to our orbit is similar, I guess. But yeah, we need to be burning retrograde to our target. Go, match our orbit. There we go, and now we're just going to burn towards our target. And the separation's going to shoot down. Check this out. So we are about at 45,000 kilometer separation. Look at that go down. Bam, 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 bam. So if we burn at this angle, we can get that retrograde on that anti-target. And that is getting our separation closer. Getting retrograde to be anti-target. There's also slowing us down, so we're getting closer and also doing our retrograde burn at the same time as well. We're getting closer by doing our retrograde burn just off to the side here. Yeah, it's just solar distances are just way more insane than planetary distances. So really, yeah. The sun has no surface to scan. Yeah, cool. Yeah, good to know that the sun has no surface. You know, I was wondering that. Wondering if we needed to do a mission to the sun to see if it had a surface. Good to know it doesn't, though. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, never mind. You know what? Never mind. Okay. Okay. Burn retrograde. And then we'll try that again. We literally just did an orbit. We literally just orbited around Big Boi and came out the other side. Badonk. There we go. Ooh, we badonked it so hard it's caused a bit of a flex in there. Okay. Fuel, crossfeed, in. Good, okay. Yeah, I don't think we need the rest of that oxidizer, that's fine. It can keep it. And yeah. Alrighty. With our fuel tanks topped off, it's time to head home. Alrighty, so I went ahead and set up a maneuver. It's gonna be a couple years, 2 years to be exact, but that's fine. We can wait that long. Okay, seems like we're gonna have to aerobrake here as well. Because, yeah, I thought we had more Delta V than we did, but the Delta V number changed. We went from like 2,000 to 1,600, I guess. I don't really know what happened. But after we do that burn, it says we only have 600. This only says we have 500. Really, I think Kerbal Space Program's just really confused with how much Delta V we actually have. So, yeah, we're gonna aero cap. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we actually have enough Delta V to actually get to min-miss. Yeah, even after refueling, it's just... Yeah, it says we have 192, which would be enough to circularize that min-miss. But we don't actually have 192. We don't even have 233. I don't know what we have, but it's not that much. So, yeah, we're just going to get into a low Kerbin orbit. I'm going to make sure that we have a nice aerobraking altitude, though. Yeah, about that's good enough. Elliptical. Yeah, we'll circularize it, but... Yeah, I just don't want it to be too low, because we might burn up, so... Yeah. Because we want to make sure that we're pointing directly retrograde, because if we're not, then we will burn up. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and finally detach these. So Din Don, come out on EVA, go ahead and detach all this. That can go in here. Okay, cool. Get out of here, random Mark II crew cab 2 crew things. The last bits of our gravity ring. Yeah, we're out of RCS, so SAS will have to do for now. Welcome back home, Big Boi. Okay, so just for a burn of like 0.9, 0.2, we'll get into this nice low orbit. I'll take that. Go ahead and circularize this orbit. Okay. Let's just hope we don't run out of Delta V before the game says we will. Please. Okay, well at least we have an orbit. That's good. Okay. Oh, and there we go. Look, bam. Out of Delta V before the game. Look, see, like we ran out of Delta V, so we can't quite get circular. But at least we're... Ooh, what's that? That's kind of weird. I don't know what that is. But no, at least we're in an orbit, and it's stable. 150. Who really cares, though? It's good enough. Yeah, I mean, obviously, because obviously it thinks we have 76 more meters per second, but I don't get why it's saying that, because these are connected to docking ports with crossfeed disabled. So I don't get why it's thinking that I am going to want to use that fuel. Right, let's just go ahead and take all the data and get in our escape pods and head back down. Yeah, all these wonderful Kerbals. Valentina, Thomble, Kameni, Dendon, Zelbart, Tieli, Rayleigh. None of them are left on the station. Okay. You have like a spot of daytime somehow. That's really weird. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and deorbit you. Just hope that we slow down enough. Yep, there we go. Just hope that that deploys, because we don't have any drogue shoots. So, a little worrying. Sploosh. Ooh, there we go. 14,000. Oh, no, that's how much we have. 2,429 science on top of our 14th, and now adding up to 14,807. That is quite good. We got Kerbal's back. No XP gain for Valentina, but, Fumble and Kameni gained some, experience for going to, yeah, Jewel. Oh, so yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe for new videos, have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time for the final episode of Kerbal Space Program. See you guys then. Goodbye.